Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent bringing you episode 5 of Let's Play BattleTech for PC with all the DLC. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm ready to check out some BattleTech. We're at a very cool part that I'm excited to get to tonight, in that we're actually going to be doing the management now of the Mercenary squad that we became a commander of in the past 3 years. We went from being picked up by them after a horrible betrayal on Coromadir to now the captain of this mercenary squad. And we now get to call the shots here pretty much. And we're going to be doing that today. Ballistic weapons recoil when fired and are harder to aim in subsequent shots. After moving in combat, if there are no enemies in range, brace your mech to end its turn and gain defensive bonuses. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. We're on the Leopard. Wait, is this the Leopard? I guess so. Hiring hall? Okay, we can hire pilots. I didn't mean to click that. Let's just head back. Oh no, that's the hiring hall of the planet. So the planet must be called... Oh no, it's Urkreen. I don't know what leopard means. Got command center. We've got hiring hall and store. Contracts in Darius. Mech warriors. Bays and Yang. Star map and Sumar. Finances, reputation, customize company. I'm going to click customize company. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's do a little customization. Let's see. First of all, Fluent's peacekeepers. And let's go ahead and look through these. We've got a bear, a dragon, a crown, an evil dragon, a knight, a moth or butterfly, a lion. I kind of like that, but I like to change the colors. Oh, this is of the mech. Alright, so it was that, right? Is this for my mech, I guess? Crests? Let's see. I'm kind of colorblind, so don't mind me. I think a dark green with a purplish top and white accent, pinkish top. Yeah. Let's see what greens look different. I kind of like screen. So that's pretty cool. Fluent's Peacekeepers. We've got the crest. A little bit of customization. Okay. Captain quarters. First thing we should pretty much do is look at the finances. Estimated operating costs. Dropships require ongoing maintenance, fuel, and supplies to stay in operation. Additionally, each battle-ready mech incurs an ongoing maintenance cost, and upgrades to the dropship's internal systems will also increase the overall operating costs. To reduce operating costs, move mechs to storage. Estimated salary. We have Medusa, who also has a salary. Mech warriors are highly paid professionals, and more effective and skilled mech warriors will demand a higher quarterly salary, as well as a high signing bonus. Mech warriors you train yourself are somewhat less expensive. To reduce this expense, fire one or more of your mech warriors or replace them with less skilled personnel. Make sure you keep enough pilots available to deploy your lands in combat, though. So the monthly total... Okay, it has the bank loan interest payment of $70,000, so this is what equals up to our $234,500 bill. Well, I think I see where we can make a cut. Spider and possibly Locust. But we'll get to that. I'm just looking around. Reputation. Our reputations with the various groups here. Mercenary Review Board, we're 10 rated. Indicates how trusted and effective your mercenary company is. A high MRB rating will earn you respect from fellow mercenaries and mech warriors for hire. There's Loathed. It shows you get minus 90% job payouts. And are not permitted to shop in systems. There's Hated, 50% store markup, 20% store markup, disliked. Right now we're indifferent with everybody, 10% store markup, max contract difficulty 1.5 skulls or mechs, and the job payouts are normal. This will go up to plus 5% job payouts. So right now, at indifferent, the faction has no firm opinions about your company. You pay a standard 10% markup in shops in the systems this faction controls. Liked, 2 mech out of 5 difficulty. At liked reputation, this faction believes you're reliable and trustworthy. You receive a 5% bonus payment for contracts you undertake for this faction. Friendly, 2.5 mech. At friendly reputation, you're a respected resource this faction will call on for difficult tasks. You receive a 10% bonus payment for contracts and 5% discount in shops and systems this faction controls. And finally, honored. Wow. At honored reputation, you're a trusted agent of this faction and will be offered its most sensitive and difficult missions. You receive a 15% bonus payment for contracts and a 10% discount in shops. And again, right now we are indifferent, although minus 15 with the local pirate organization and plus 5 only with the Magistracy of Canopus. Unable to ally with faction right now due to lower negative reputation. Everything else is negative 5, negative 10. Alright, good to see. Let's look at our finances one more time. Let me alt-tab for a second. Be right back. Alright, we're back. So, let's get back to BattleTech. I don't understand the importance of like the Spider and Locust. Yes, they can move really well, but they don't possess enough of a punch for me to really consider using them too much. Let's head to the star map. Navigator. Wow. MERCnet system update. Announcing Comstar star map version 1.7. Whether for trade, settlement, or military expedition, traveling via our patented KF drive should have no surprises. Comstar is proud to announce this updated MERCnet star map interface. Let's look at Comstar. Founded by Jerome Blake after the Amara Civil War, Comstar was created to preserve and maintain the Star League's vast communications network, with hyperpulse generator facilities on nearly every inhabited system in the inner sphere. Its influence is felt everywhere. Thankfully, Comstar takes a strictly neutral approach to inner sphere politics. It takes no sides and offers no preferential treatment. Culturally, Comstar has lapsed from a corporation into a religious institution. In Blake's name, Comstar adepts perpetrate the belief that hyperpulse transmissions are a form of sacred magic that only they can control. Store filters. Looking for specific gear? See which systems are likely to carry what you need so you can shop with purpose and save on your travel budget. Biome filters. Choose to see which systems with specific climate patterns or features to make sure your destination is accommodating. Difficulty filters. Whether you want to challenge your mercenary outfit for big rewards or stroll through a system like a cakewalk, we have your plans covered. Extended coverage, now with 50 more system destinations, rich with potential conflict resolution, business and lucrative salvage opportunities. New star indicators let you see where you have been and where you've yet to explore. Members of our Platinum and Uranium level plans will find the new filter features in the upper right of your star map interface. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact your local Comstar representative and we'll get you locked in. May the peace of Blake be with you. Leopard. So we must be the leopard. Or is it the planet leopard? I don't know. Urkuine is a frozen wasteland. Yeah, we know about that. Half mech challenge on Urkuine. It's an Arctic world. The world is colder than Earth, dominated by tundra and vast glaciers with only narrow bands of cold, windswept highlands at the equator. Extensive volcanism. The crust of this world is tectonically unstable and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are frequent. Medium gravity planet. The planet is Earth-sized with comparable gravity. Mining. This is a mining world extracting raw materials from the planet's crust. It's poor, resource poor, whether through insufficient technology, population, or availability. Primitive civilization. Primitive level of technology, no more advanced than 20th century Terra or even earlier. And a small population numbering in the low millions. Travel contract. What if I click that? Oh wait, I don't want to go. Well, oh yeah, we can go here, but I don't want to head out yet. So let's just not even play with the star map because I don't want to make a mistake. Mech Bay. We can talk to Sir. No, I'm not ready to talk to Sir Mar yet. Let's head to the Mech Bays. Oof. Okay. Can't believe Fluent's out of action for 27 days. What is that about? Was I hurt that bad last battle? Okay. Storage. We have nothing in storage. Components. We have some of that. Weapons. We have some ammo. And we have some equipment. And then we have this thing. The Locust. Like, I don't know why we'd use this. Look at this little thing. It's got no firepower, great heat efficiency, great movement. Not very durable, not great in melee, and terrible average range. It's got 1 firepower, 2 durability, 0 melee, 3 ranged, 8 whatever. What are these? 0 out of 2 ballistic hard points. A mech can mount a limited number of weapons of each type represented by hardpoints. Ballistic hardpoints can mount the autocannon weapon systems, including the autocannon 2, 5, 10, and 20. So it's got 0. It could have 2 of the ballistics. Then we've got energy. A mech can mount a limited number. Okay. Energy hardpoints can mount energy weapon systems, including medium lasers, large lasers, and PPCs. Then we've got missile hardpoints, same idea. Mount short and long-range missile systems, SRMs, short-range missiles and long-range missiles, SRMs and LRMs. Support weapon hardpoints can mount anti-personnel weapon systems, including the small laser, machine gun, and flamer. And then 0 out of 8, jump jet. A mech can mount a limited number of jump jets determined by its relative max speed. The number of jump jets a mech can mount is represented by its jump jet hardpoint total. Okay, so if we were to... What is this? Scrap mech for C-bills. Send this mech to storage. Pattern. Oh. Alright, we'll leave the patterns as they are for now. What's this for here? Class Light. Light battle mechs are generally the quickest units on the field, but mount little in the way of armor or weapons. Good for scouting, and spotting for heavier units. Their maneuverability also allows them to perform surprise strikes and flanking movements with ease. With an initiative of 4, light mechs take action first in a round. Oh, that's their initiative. Locust. Okay, 166 structure. The internal structure of a mech is the framework that supports the armor, equipment, and weapons. When the structure in a location is depleted, that location is destroyed. Structure is derived from the mech's overall tonnage and cannot be modified. And armor equipped on a mech is used to protect its vital internal structure, as well as its weapons, ammo, and other critical systems. Damaged armor is automatically removed and replaced after battle. A location's underlying structure can only support a certain amount of armor, depending on the mech's weight class. So we don't have to re-suit these guys with armor. I see. The armor automatically fills up, but what does this mean? One or more issues. Damaged internal structure. Right, okay. Let's say we were to refit this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Autocannon, which is a sniper autocannon. There is so much to this. We can put either, okay, it's got an MG, which is a machine gun, Sperry Browning. Damage 3 × 5, stability 0 × 5, heat 0, range short. Optimal range 90 meters, minimum 0. Machine guns deal very little damage, have severely limited range, and depend upon volatile ammunition stores. However, they have a greatly increased chance to cause criticals when they impact a target that has been stripped of its armor. On its center torso, it has a laser, a Hellion laser, medium laser, 12 heat, range standard, minimum 0, optimal 180, max 270 meters, 25 damage. Medium lasers are lightweight with respectable damage. Because of this, at least one can be found mounted on most units that cross the battlefield. Like all lasers, medium lasers enjoy a baseline accuracy bonus over other weapons. Like all lasers. And then MG ammo is kept in the center. Machine gun, 1 tonnage, 1 slot. Ammo bins contain the rounds needed for projectile-based weaponry, with at least 1 bin required per weapon type. Ammo bins will explode and destroy their installed location when they receive a critical hit. Machine gun ammo bins each contain 200 rounds and may feed multiple weapons. A machine gun on each arm. I love that. But what is its type? Like, why does it say, oh, support is machine gun? Okay, so we can still put a ballistic hardpoint in this, apparently. So say I were to put, how do I know quickly whether it's ballistic? By looking at that? Yeah, I'd be able to put this like in here, in an arm. What is this? No, don't modify it. Cancel, undo. Interesting. What is this? Repair all, strip equipment, strip armor, max armor. View mech. Stock combat roll, light fire support. View stock loadout. Check store. Cool. I like it. And you know why I like it? I was just thinking. You keep it with those machine guns on its arms, it can make a flanking maneuver so easily. You get something with its armor down, you send this thing into flank really quickly, it's going to nail it with critical hits that cause some damage. But we're going to spend so much time on this. I just want to know why this is Mech Tech tasks happening, but alright, so barracks, let's check out our mech warriors for a second. Accessing pilot records. Alright, I have the lowest stats, it seems. Oh, there's stuff that we level up and gain. Oh, we have different skill trees for each base attribute. Nice. Service record. Oh, wow. Keeps all this. That's neat. Different kills, other kills, ejections, injuries taken. 3 max injuries. Health. Mech warriors can only take being shaken around in their cockpits for so long before eventually becoming incapacitated on the battlefield. A mech warrior's maximum health value shows how many cockpit hits, knockdowns, or other catastrophic damage events their mech can take before they're down for the count and possibly dead. Healing. Mech warriors injured in battle are confined to the med bay to recover. The severity of their injuries and their gut skill determine the time it takes until they're healed. To increase the rate at which your mech warriors heal, upgrade your dropship with additional med bays. Commander, this is you, the commander of your mercenary company. You cannot be killed in combat, but can still be injured or otherwise sidelined through normal means. Rank recruits or fresh mech warriors who are relatively unskilled with no abilities available to them yet. Matthew, oh, I changed the name to Livingston instead of Corella. Matthew Livingston. And our service record, we get 5% base melee hit and 7.5% base weapon hit. We have 2800 XP and can spend it freely. It's not telling me what this is, though. I guess it would be another 2.5% of base weapon hit. Another 2.5% of basic melee hit. We would get bulwark there. Sensor lock. Sure footing is a passive. Mechs piloted by this mech warrior gain 1 bonus evasion charge after moving. Can exceed the unit's maximum. If the move is not a sprint, jump, or charge to melee, the mech also gains entrenched 50% stability damage reduction and multi-target. Interesting. We can take a look at the other
Good to go.
character. She's got multi-target and 1000 XP minus 1 indirect fire penalty. We can spend her points. Jessica Chernovskaya. otherwise known as Glitch. He's a gunner. Medusa.
Standing by.
Mohammed Benitez. Doesn't really say what he is. Decker.
Receiving you.
Amir Kowalski. Ronin. This mech warrior is a unique character. You may only hire this mech warrior once. If you fire them or they're killed, they will not reappear in any hiring halls.
Orders.
Same for Medusa. Rank recruit. Here's a defender.
Receiving you.
Behemoth. Miranda Aguilera. Defender. She has 4 max injuries. She's got bulwark. Specialization Guts. Capable of standing their ground more effectively through bulwark and able to suffer additional injuries before being incapacitated. Can also better control recoil effects from weapons, right? She has -1 recoil penalty, +1 health, +1 unsteady threshold. Wow. So for our next mission, we're going to have to send these 4 out, and I'm going to have to stay home for 27 days. Okay, command center. We can look at the contracts. Asset retrieval, pay 86,900. Max salvage 2 out of 11. Reputation +3. It's a recovery mission. Your objective is to reach a specified region, pick up the recovery target, and then move to an escape region. The unit that picks up the recovery target will be attacked by enemy forces and thus should be able to withstand some punishment. Moving quickly to the escape region is critical, whereas defeating any defending units is not required to complete the contract. Polar. The polar biome is marked by ice sheets, thick snowfields, and boreal vegetation. Jagged rocks carved by glaciers thrust up out of the snow, often forming vast, sharp mountain ranges. Heat sinks quite readily in this biome, but occasional pockets of geothermal activity can reduce heat efficiency for any mech that stands in them. And it's a half difficulty rating. A contract's difficulty rating indicates Darius's best guess at the overall difficulty of the contract based on available intel and the details provided by the employer. The higher the difficulty rating of a contract, the more drop tonnage is recommended. This contract includes travel to Bellerophon for 12 days. It's from the Magistracy of Canopus, asset retrieval. We can negotiate. Oh, this is so cool, man. Let's go back to Leopard. Alright, so what we want to do, we don't want to hire anymore right now, right? We've got 4 mechs. I guess that's, I don't know how many you can deploy at once. Go to the store. It's gonna hit my water bottle here. We can pick up actual mechs. Weapons. We can pick up weapons. We can pick up ammo. We can pick up equipment. Jump jets. We can pick up mechs. We'd probably be crazy to spend this on a mech with our limited budget right now. Commando. With all those short-range missiles, the COM-2D is like a small, highly mobile shotgun that can take down mechs twice its size or bigger. You've got to be careful with it, though, because it's not meant to take much of a beating. The Jenner. Jenner Ds run hot, but they run fast. And they run fast, but can quickly bound into combat to deliver a knockout punch even against heavier units. Their capability with speed and weaponry tends to come at the expense of lower armor capacity, though. Alright, I don't see myself buying much at the store just now until I get more of a feel for this. Tactical autocannon. This has a bonus of plus 25% crit and a range of very long. Alright, so what our first thing we would want to do is talk to Yang, maybe?
Anything I can do?
Hey, boss. Welcome to the Mech Bay. My own little piece of heaven right here on the ship. Something I can help you with? I want an assessment on the Leopard. Okay, it is the ship we're on. How much trouble are we in? Dunno, I mean, we're doing okay for the moment, but give it a few months, maybe a year. You know how it goes. Eventually everything falls apart. Maybe our drive system will give out. Maybe some debris will perforate the hull. Who knows? But on that day, we're going to need to be able to cover our repair costs. And if we can't, well, that'll be that. Got a few questions about the Mech Bay. Yeah, then hit me with them. I'll do what I can to answer. I mean, I don't want to wax poetic or nothing, but the Mech Bay is where the magic happens, boss. It's the beating heart of a mercenary outfit. Yeah, let's go through the tutorials. Tutorial Mech Bay. Anything I should know about the Mech Bays themselves? Beyond each cubicle holding one battle mech? Not much, it's all about capacity. The more mech bays we have, the more mechs we can keep battle ready. And the more mechs we have battle ready, the more flexibility you have in your deployment options. Let's say we had 2 blackjacks, for example. A decent medium mech for sure. I know your family gave you yours. One could be loaded out with lots of energy weapons for use in colder environments where they can bleed heat quickly. The other identical blackjack could be loaded out with ballistic weapons that require ammo but generate much less heat. Smart for deploying in warmer climates or in vacuum where heat dissipation is slower. Wow, they even take that into consideration. Anything I should know? Oh, why use mech storage? Few reasons. First, we have limited capacity in the mech base, so we need to store the overstock for eventual sale or for use in the future. Second, we don't pay upkeep costs on mechs and storage. That's a business thing though, not my department. Third, and this is important, whenever we pick up partial mech salvage from the battlefield, I put it into storage for you. If we gather or buy enough partial mech salvage to complete a battle mech chassis, my team will assemble it right away. You let me know if you want to keep it in storage or have it ready for combat. Battle mechs are expensive as hell, so assembling one out of salvage is our best bet for expanding our roster. What happens when a mech goes into or gets readied from storage? When you send a mech chassis into storage, our mech techs dismount all its weapons and equipment and place them in your inventory for use on other chassis. A chassis can stay in storage indefinitely, and don't worry about storage capacity, boss. I'll make it fit, don't you worry. Now, getting a stored battle mech ready for a combat drop is a different animal. My techs will need a couple of days to bring an empty chassis up from storage. Once the chassis is back in the mech bay, you'll need to select its loadout from our equipment inventory so we can start a refit. The time and cost of a refit is dependent on the type and amount of equipment you choose. Okay, that makes sense. Let me ask you something else. He's got a mechanical hand too, down here. I've been wondering about the components you can put into our mechs. One of my favorite topics. In the mech bay, you can browse all the equipment we have available in inventory. There are 2 types of components I can install on a battle mech, weapons and equipment. Tell me about ballistic weapons. Ballistic weapons such as the autocannon pack a good punch, generate little heat, and can destabilize an enemy if they hit it enough. But ballistic weapons are, you know, ballistic, so they require ammo. And ammo can explode if it takes a hit in combat, which is bad news all around. Ballistic weapons are also pretty heavy and can take up a lot of space on a mech. Strengths and weaknesses, boss. Strengths and weaknesses. Energy weapons? Energy weapons don't use any ammo, but they generate a lot of heat. You may need to invest in additional heat sinks to keep your mech cool if you choose an energy-heavy loadout. Since they're intense beams of coherent light, energy weapons are great for cutting things up, but they aren't much good at destabilizing an enemy. The particle projector cannon is the one big exception to that rule. In addition to the massive damage it can inflict, a hit from a PPC can destabilize an enemy, maybe even slow it down a bit. The PPC generates a metric shit ton of heat, but it's worth it, boss. And if that wasn't enough, it has a mild EM punch, electromagnetic punch, that screws with the enemy's targeting systems. Oh wow. Missile weapons? Missile weapons are my favorites. Yeah, they require ammo and generate moderate heat, but the pounding they can deliver can destabilize an enemy faster than most other weapons. And having multiple projectiles in a shot means you're almost always guaranteed at least a single hit. Long-range missiles are also capable of indirect fire. If one of your units has a line of sight on an enemy, it can act as a spotter for long-range missile-equipped units that don't. Wow. With a spotter, a mech equipped with LRMs can stay behind cover and arc its missiles to hit the enemy. A spotter can increase your launcher's effective range too. Granted, the enemy can do the same to you, but that's someone else's problem. Wow. That's pretty wild. Support weapons? Support weapons are lighter than others. Small lasers, machine guns, that kind of thing. I programmed our targeting computers to automatically fire them after a melee attack if they're activated. Oh, so after a melee attack. I've seen commanders order refits that remove most conventional weapons to double down on support weapons. With the right melee enhancing components, they can field monsters capable of point-blank devastation. Oh yeah, I didn't read that second part here. About missiles. I don't want to sell short-range missiles short, though. They can generate incredible impact and they do great damage. But you've got to be within knife fight range to use them. And then back to energy. Okay, we already read that. And ballistic. Yeah. Alright. Tell me about the other types of equipment you can refit on a mech. It's a big list, boss. I suggest you check the store in every system we travel to. You never know what you'll find. I can install stronger cockpits to reduce the injuries our mech warriors will take. Arm actuators that increase melee damage. Range finders that increase the range at which enemies can be visually acquired. All sorts of stuff. All take up critical slots on a battle mech. Some add weight, too. Keep your eyes open for them and give them a good once-over before you buy one so you know what you're getting into. Now, putting powerful weapons and equipment on your mechs is fine and all, but remember the trade-off is always armor. You know how they say the best defense is a strong offense? They aren't on the battlefield. Don't skimp on the armor, boss, or all that expensive equipment will get reduced to junk with the enemy's first salvo. I heard that some manufacturers have developed better versions of some weapons. True that. Different manufacturers tweak their weapons to deliver more damage, have higher accuracy, destabilize the enemy. A bunch of stuff. The trick is finding them. They're rare out here in the periphery, so when I see one in a store or a salvage pile, I always mark it with a plus for you, so you can identify it easily. And some equipment is rarer than others. The more plus symbols I mark them with, the rarer and more useful they are. Keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you're going to find. Wow, let me ask you something else. How do I repair mech damage after a battle? Whenever you return from a mission, stop by the mech bay here to tell me which mechs you want to have repaired. I'm not going to assume anything. You run this outfit, so you tell me what to spend time and money on. Okay, that's not completely true. If I see armor is missing from a battle mech, I'm going to repair it automatically. It's standard operating procedure, and we have so much scrap armor lying around that you should consider armor repairs to be free. Now, if you tell me to repair a mech containing destroyed equipment, the techs will strip that off automatically too. I'll list the equipment they strip, but you're going to want to replace it with something. Anyway, like I was saying, armor repairs are free. Internal structure, on the other hand, takes time and C-bills to fix. If a mech structure is damaged or missing, I'll flag it for you in orange. Just order the repair, confirm the time and cost, and I'll get it into our work queue. What if I want to change a mech's loadout? Can I refit it with new weapons and equipment? Oh, now you're talking, boss. You bet you can refit a mech. You can repair it at the same time, too. Just select a battle mech and order the refit. That'll bring it to the mech lab. One second, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, and I'm back. I did not realize that I spent 40 minutes already. We'll come back to this and learn more about the mech lab. Mech lab. Not a meth lab, a mech lab. I've got to get back to it. See you later, Yang. We'll talk to him more. He's got a whole mechanical arm going on there. He's our company's chief mech tech. Speak with Yang to learn more about the mech bay. He can also teach you about customizing your mechs and using them effectively on the battlefield. Mechs and storage. Oh, you just click that. You see. Alright, I'm going to save here, guys, and say thank you for joining me. I do hope you found this episode interesting. There's a lot going on here. Once we pick things up and, repeat them and start kind of moving along here, we'll start figuring out how to do all this, and it'll be much smoother. Right now, we're in the learning process. We're going to learn how to do all this stuff, see what it entails, and then do the best we can. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you'll join me for more. Much more to come, guys, in this first batch, because I am feeling this something heavy. So hope to see you guys then. Thank you for watching. As always, I truly appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. Tune in next time. We'll learn more about mechs and their crushing abilities. Peace out, guys.